Being in Cambridge means you're going to be working hard and playing hard. But it's important to remember that playing hard doesn't necessarily mean drinking hard.
Of course, you're going to want to relax and let off some steam. But drinking too much can easily make a great night turn sour.
The first thing to remember is that the drinking culture in Cambridge is not compulsory. There might be rules and traditions, but you don't need to join in unless you want to. No one's going to think less of you if you don't.
If you are going on a big night out, the best advice is knowing when to slow down or stop. Drinking in excess can leave you out of control and in a vulnerable position.
It's a big problem for us. About 40% of the people we see arriving after midnight at this hospital are attending because of alcohol binging. What we see are people getting into accidents, but then there are sort of less obvious things where we get people who turn up not sure whether they had sexual intercourse last night because they were drunk. We saw somebody who fell over about 3 weeks before finals. They broke their wrist, they broke their right hand, it meant they couldn't write, and I'm sure that would have had some impact on the way they would be able to do the exams. We want students to go out and enjoy themselves. It's an important part of being a student that they develop friends and they enjoy their time. It's just that we hope that they drink responsibly.
It's not just your health that's at risk though. Over-drinking can cause all sorts of problems, especially when you're in a group, which you're completely unaware of when you're off your face wasted.
It's always in our interest to make sure that people drink responsibly. When people drink too much, it can cause many problems in terms of other customers can be affected by unruly behaviour. CAMBAC stands for Cambridge Business Against Crime. Involved in that you have many of the clubs, pubs within the city centre. We're in touch with the radio system, with the CCTV guys as well. If anybody's in a venue and they've been causing problems, then through the radio system, that venue will let other venues know that there's certain people that have been a problem and will exclude those people from other venues.
Alcohol can have a number of factors. The biggest one is it can lead to a rise in more antisocial behaviour, to being drunk and incapable in the street, or even getting involved in violent altercations in the city centre. Obviously, as part of that, the CCTV and the police presence would be there to investigate such matters, and that could ultimately lead to an arrest, a conviction, and that sort of one moment's madness could then be a change of a person's future as they end up with potentially a criminal record. We're not here to stop people having a good time, we're here to make sure that the city centre is a safe and pleasant environment so people can come out safely and enjoy the night. Just think about the consequences before you get involved in something that could ultimately have a massive impact on your life.
So the number one piece of advice is don't overdrink. Not only will you avoid a banging hangover in the morning, but drinking to excess can lead to all sorts of problems. If you're going out for a few drinks, make sure to drink plenty of water throughout the night.
It's free, so you can be sober enough to look after yourself and anyone else around you. Ditch the gown and the tux before you head out on the town. That way you won't stand out as such an easy target later in the night. And if you're still feeling threatened, head to any porter's lodge.
If you do need to get cash out, do it in a well-lit public area and keep the amount of cash on you to a usable minimum. That way, if you lose your wallet during the night, then you only lose the amount of cash that's in there.
Keep a few taxi numbers in your phone. That way you won't be stuck at the end of the night with no way of getting home.
While we're on the subject of phones, keep yours safe and out of sight. Always know where it is. If you are walking home, make sure you're always in a group. Not only is this safety in numbers, but it's also someone to keep you company.
Your time at Cambridge is seriously going to be some of the best years of your life. And the advice we've given you today is just that, advice.
It's your choice how you spend your time at uni, but we've found that some of the best times are the ones you can remember the morning after.
For a safe night out, stay in a group and keep an eye on one another. Leaders of group outings are responsible for getting their members home safely and without incident. Don't ever leave someone behind. If someone is legless drunk or drunk and injured, get them to the porters. If someone in college is drunk and you have concerns for their well-being, call the Porters Lodge. The Drinkaware website is www.drinkaware.co.uk. The telephone number for the Porters Lodge main gate is 01223 338 606. For the forecourt, 01223 338 671. And for Crips, 01223 338 729. The college nurse can be contacted on 01223 338 664. Emergency services is 999 and the police non-emergency number is 101. Linkline Student Welfare can be contacted via email at linkline.org.uk.